My name is Emily Carter. I am an office worker in a busy advertising company in Chicago. Every morning, I take the train downtown and walk into our tall glass building. Inside, the air smells like coffee and fresh paper. I work at a small desk near the window where I can see the city streets below. My job is exciting, but sometimes I feel tired and worried about finishing my projects. People rush around, everyone talking about deadlines and meetings. Today feels different. I have too much work, and I am not sure I can finish everything on time. Still, I hope I can find a way. This morning, I sit at my desk and look at a long list of tasks. My heart beats faster. I have 3 project reports to finish by tomorrow and a big meeting with my boss, Mr. Jackson, in the afternoon. My hand shakes a little as I pick up my coffee. I read through my emails and my eyes go wide when I see a new message from Mr. Jackson. He wants the project summary by noon, but I still need to check many details. I feel a small panic start inside me. Just then, my coworker, Jake, stops by my desk. He is friendly and always smiling. Today, he looks worried too. Emily, do you have the graphics for the Parker project yet? I need them for the presentation this morning. Jake's voice is gentle but urgent. I look at my files in my computer. The graphics are almost done, but I did not finish the last chart. I open the folder, hoping for inspiration, but my mind feels slow and cloudy. I'm sorry, Jake. I am almost done. I just need a few more minutes. My cheeks feel warm. I see disappointment in his eyes, but he nods and goes back to his desk. I watch him leave and bite my lip. I wish I could work faster, but my brain is mixed with worries and the noise in the office. People talk loudly on the phone, and someone near me laughs about weekend plans. Cannot focus. I try to take a deep breath and open my email again. Another message waits for me, this one from a client who wants new changes to their ad campaign today. I slowly read their list of requests, but it feels too much. I cannot do everything at once, though I really want to help. I start to doubt my ability to manage all the tasks. Am I too slow? Maybe I do not belong in such a busy office. The thought makes me feel heavy. A few minutes later, Mr. Jackson walks by. He stops and looks at me, his voice calm but firm. Emily, did you finish the summary I asked for? The client meeting is at noon. I try to speak, but my words come out small. It's not ready yet, but I am working on it. I can see the disappointment in his eyes for a second, but he tries to smile and tells me he believes I can deliver it soon. After he leaves, I force myself to focus on the project summary. I read through my notes, but suddenly I notice mistakes in the calculations. My stomach twists. I must fix everything or the report will be wrong. I quickly open the spreadsheet, my hands shaking because I want to do it right. I worry about what will happen if I cannot finish on time. Will I let my team down? I feel the minutes slip away. Every small noise in the office distracts me. My thoughts argue in my head. One part says I can do it, but another part feels lost and scared. Still, I try to keep going because I know my work matters. The phone on my desk rings, loud and sharp. I jump in my chair, my heart pounding. It is the client, Mrs. Stevens, calling to check on her campaign changes. Her voice sounds calm but firm. She asks if the new designs will be ready by the end of the day. I look at my computer screen, which is full of open documents, none of them finished. My head feels hot, and my words come out slow. Yes, Mrs. Stevens, I am working on the changes now. You will have them soon. I promise her, hoping that I can keep my word. After I hang up, my hands are sweaty. I wonder how I can finish everything when the day already feels too full. Just then, Jake walks over looking a little annoyed. He tells me that the graphics for the Parker project were needed faster and now he is late for his meeting. I apologize, but I can hear the stress in his voice. We're all behind because things are moving too slowly. Can you send the files as soon as possible? He asks. I nod, feeling less sure of myself, and watch him walk away. It hurts to see my team upset, and I start to worry even more about disappointing everyone. I try to work, but suddenly, my computer freezes and the screen goes black. My heart drops. I call the IT desk with shaking hands, telling them what happened. While I wait, I stare at my reflection in the dark screen. I look tired, with messy hair and tired eyes. The office around me is alive with voices, phones ringing, and coworkers moving fast. Everything feels loud, like the world is spinning too quickly. The IT person arrives and fixes the computer. I thank him and get back to my project, but I have lost 15 minutes. Every minute feels important now. I check my emails and see another message from Mr. Jackson reminding me about the project summary due in 1 hour. He writes, "Please hurry. The client depends on us." My stomach becomes tight, and I start to feel trapped under the heavy weight of people needing things from me. I work faster, but I also make more mistakes. I try to fix the numbers, but I am so tired that the words on the screen begin to blur. Simple tasks seem difficult. My stress grows and my head starts to hurt. I want to stand up and leave for a little break, but it feels like there's no time at all. In that moment, I remember something my old friend used to say: when things get tough, do not keep doing the same thing, try a new way. I realize that if I continue rushing, I will only make more mistakes and feel worse. Maybe I need to stop for just a minute and breathe, even if I think I don't have time. The pressure is so big now, but I know I need to find a way to handle it, or the day will only get harder. I close my eyes for a few seconds and tell myself quietly that I will step up and try something different, even if it feels scary. My hands grip the edge of my desk. The screen glows with numbers and charts, and time rushes by like a train outside the window. Everything feels harder than ever. Mr. Jackson walks over and stands right next to me. His eyes are serious. "Emily, I need the project summary now. The client is asking. Are you ready?" My chest feels tight, like there is no room left for air. The voices around me fade until all I hear is the sound of my own quick breaths. I look down at my screen. The work is not perfect. There are still small mistakes and the design is not clean. I worry that if I send the report this way, the client will be upset and Mr. Jackson will see all my flaws. But if I wait, I will miss the deadline. I remember all the promises I made to Mr. Jackson, to Jake, to the client. I feel pulled in every direction. My mind is busy with two thoughts. The first tells me to send the summary now, even if it's not ready, just to stop the pressure. The second, quieter voice says maybe it is better to tell the truth, even if I am scared. Mr. Jackson asks again, his voice gentle this time, "Emily, can you send it?" My heart starts to race. I think about my team and how everyone is waiting for me. Suddenly, there is no place to hide. I have to make a choice: send work I am not proud of, or speak up and ask for help. My hands shake and I have to decide right now. With shaky breath, I turn to Mr. Jackson and say, "I need a little more time. There are mistakes and I want it to be right. Can we move the meeting by 15 minutes? For a moment, I worry he will be angry. But he looks at me, surprised, then nods slowly. "If you can fix the mistakes fast, I'll tell the client we'll start a bit later. But make it count, Emily." Guilt mixes with relief in my chest. I feel braver now, like I have taken back some control. I open the spreadsheet one more time and move fast, but I check each number carefully. I ignore the noise around me, even when Jake asks if I want to grab lunch. My mind is clear now. My fingers type new numbers, fix the design, and write the summary again. Sweat runs down my neck, but I do not stop. When I finish, I review my work one last time, reading each line with care. The pressure is still there, but I hear that quiet voice in my head saying, "You did your best." I send the finished report to Mr. Jackson. My body is shaking, but my heart feels calm for the first time today. I know this moment changed me. I chose to do the right thing even when it was hard. It was the most difficult choice, but I feel hopeful that it was the right one. After I click send, my fingers stay still on the keyboard. The office keeps moving all around me, but time feels slow for a moment. I watch my email, waiting for a reply, wondering if I did the right thing. My heart beats fast, and my mouth is a little dry. Mr. Jackson gets the email first. He opens the file right in front of me and starts reading. His face is hard to read. I remember how worried I was just a few minutes ago, and my stomach twists again as he turns page after page. People nearby keep talking and laughing, but the world feels silent where I am sitting. Jake comes over and places a sandwich on my desk. "You okay, Emily?" That looked tough. His words are kind, and I notice he is not upset anymore. I nod, but I cannot smile yet. I am afraid his kindness will disappear if the boss finds any mistakes. Right then, Mr. Jackson stands up and calls me to his desk. The moment before I move, I feel fear pressing on my shoulders. I worry that I let everyone down. I walk over, trying to breathe slowly. Mr. Jackson looks up, holds up the report, and points out a small mistake in one number. I feel my face get hot, but my boss's voice is calm. He says, "Thank you for speaking up, Emily. It was smart to check your work. Most people are afraid to admit when something is not finished yet. I can tell you care about quality." For a moment, I blink in surprise. I expected him to be angry, but instead he seems proud. He asks if I can fix the one small error and send it again. He tells me the meeting is starting soon. I go back to my desk and make the change quickly. My hands are more steady this time because my fear has turned into focus. I send the updated report and write a short message to say thank you to Mr. Jackson for trusting me. Then I finally let out a long breath. The meeting begins and Mr. Jackson presents the finished project summary to the client. Everyone in the room is watching the screen, waiting for Mrs. Stevens, the client, to say something. She slowly reads each line, and I can hear nothing but the sound of my own heart in my ears. After a long pause, she smiles. "This looks strong. Thank you for your hard work and checking every detail," she says. The words make me feel light, almost like I could float. Jake gives me a fast thumbs up from across the room. Other team members nod at me. I feel seen, like my effort finally mattered. The feeling of guilt starts to disappear, and a new feeling grows, pride. For the first time, I know I can handle pressure without losing myself. I also learned that even when things go wrong, I can stop, choose honesty, and ask for help. That moment gives me more confidence. My team and my boss understand I want the best for everyone, not only to finish fast, but to finish right. That new respect warms me inside as I go back to my desk, ready for what comes next. After the meeting ends, I sit quietly at my desk. The noisy office now sounds softer, almost friendly. My breath is slower than before, and I feel the tiredness in my body, but this time I do not feel heavy inside. My mind goes back to everything that happened. I remember how scared I was at first, worried about mistakes and about asking for help. But when I chose to be honest and careful with my work, people did not judge me. Instead, they helped and even respected me more. Jake comes by and sits next to me, eating his sandwich. He smiles and says, "That was a brave thing, Emily. Sometimes I try to finish fast, but I make mistakes. Maybe it's better to slow down and check my work, too. His words make me realize that I am not alone in feeling stress. We all face pressure, but maybe we do not talk about it enough. I feel closer to my team now, and that closeness feels stronger than the fear I had before. I decide to take a walk during my break. Outside, the sun shines between the tall buildings. The air feels fresh as I fill my lungs. I let my thoughts settle, thinking about what is important in my job. I realize being perfect is not the goal. Working with care, talking honestly, and asking for help are more valuable. I feel proud that I chose the brave path and learned from it. My fear of making a mistake was big, but it was smaller when I decided to act kindly to myself. After my walk, I notice Mr. Jackson near the coffee machine. I get a cup and stand next to him. For a second, I feel shy, but I know I want to say something. "Thank you for giving me time today," I say, looking at the floor. He smiles and says, "You did well, Emily. I would rather someone ask for help than make big mistakes in a hurry. I've made my own mistakes before, too. It's normal. The important thing is how you handle the stress." His words stay in my mind as I return to my desk. I open my notebook and write down a few thoughts about the day. I promise myself to remember this lesson when things get tough next time. I want to become comfortable with asking questions and talking openly when I am stuck. I will also try to check my work before rushing it, even when time is short. More messages arrive in my email, but I feel more ready now. There will always be new deadlines, new problems, and busy days. But I know I can work through them one step at a time, and I do not have to do it alone. The heavy feeling of doubt is smaller now, replaced by a quiet hope and confidence I did not expect. If I treat myself with the same kindness I give others in my team, I think I will keep growing no matter how busy things get. The next morning, I arrive at the office before most of my coworkers. My steps feel lighter and my mind is more peaceful than yesterday. I sit at my desk and open my notebook, reading the words I wrote about yesterday's lessons. It feels good to begin the day with a plan, even if my list is still long. As I look at all the tasks I need to finish, I do not feel the same fear that I felt before. Instead, I feel a new confidence building inside me, quiet but strong. I decide to start my work by making a short schedule. Instead of trying to do everything at once, I write down which project I will do first and how much time I will spend on each task. I also write a note to remind myself to take small breaks. This time, I know that pausing to clear my head is not wasting time. It helps me do better work. When Jake walks in, I tell him my plan, and he smiles. "That's smart," he says. "Maybe I should try that too." Throughout the morning, I check my progress and make changes if I need to, but I do not worry if things do not go perfectly. When I run into a problem with a new report, I do not just sit and panic. I stand up, walk over to another teammate, and ask for help. My voice is a little shaky at first, but the more I do it, the easier it gets. People are happy to work together, and everything seems a little more possible. I notice how it feels to help my team and to let my team help me. When an unexpected email from a client arrives, asking for a last-minute change, my old habits start to come back. I feel my chest tighten and my mind rush, but then I stop and take one slow breath, like I practiced before. I remind myself not to panic. I reply to the client, asking for any important details instead of rushing just to please them. I tell Jake I am working on it, and he offers a suggestion. We work together and finish faster than I expected. During the afternoon meeting, I notice something new. I pay closer attention to everyone's ideas and share my own suggestions more freely. I am not afraid to say what I think or to ask questions. After the meeting, Mr. Jackson sends me a short email to say he noticed my careful work. His words are simple, but they make me smile, a small sign that my new way is working. As the day ends, I feel tired, but in a good way. I leave the office feeling proud of the progress I have made. I know not every day will be easy, and I will still feel stressed sometimes. But now I trust myself to stay calm, ask for help, and believe in my team. Each small change in my behavior helps me feel stronger. Step by step, I am becoming someone who handles pressure with courage, not just for myself, but for everyone I work with. A week passes, and I notice real changes growing inside me. When I sit at my desk now, I do not worry so much about making everything perfect on the first try. I pay attention to my work, but I also trust myself more. I know that if something goes wrong, I can solve it or ask for help. The old fear that used to follow me is not as strong. It is still there in small pieces, but I am learning how to face it with patience. My team is busy as always. Every day brings new emails from clients and short deadlines. I do not feel lost in the rush anymore. I remember to take breaks, breathe, and talk with my coworkers. My friendship with Jake grows stronger. We joke about office problems and help each other finish tasks. Sometimes I remind him to check his work slowly. Other times he asks me to join his project team to give ideas. It is easier for me to say yes, knowing that teamwork makes the office feel friendlier. One afternoon, Mr. Jackson stops by my desk with a cup of coffee. He tells me that the client from last week wrote a thank you note. She appreciated our hard work. Mr. Jackson says he is proud of my growth and my care for the job. I feel my face glow with happiness. Instead of rushing to do more, I pause and let myself enjoy the moment. For the first time in a while, I am proud of myself, not just for what I achieved, but for how I handled my stress and fear. Each challenge that comes my way now feels less like a disaster and more like a chance to try my new skills. When I make a mistake, I do not hide it. I fix it, talk about it, and ask for feedback. Some days I still feel tired, and sometimes projects are harder than I expected. But now I know how to stay steady. My mind is open to new ideas, and I learn a little more about my job every time I face a problem. At the end of the day, I stand by the window and watch people hurry down below. I look at the city lights and think about how much I have changed. Work will always have stress, but I am different. I learn to trust myself, connect with others, and slow down when things get hard. I bring that lesson home each day, feeling lighter and more hopeful about the future. As I clear my desk and put my things in my bag, I whisper a quiet promise to myself. I will keep growing and learning, step by step, no matter how busy life gets. The world outside is full of new challenges, but I am ready to meet them. With my new courage and my team beside me, I know tomorrow can be even better.